This is Frankly Speaking with Muyiwa Afolabi. Information, education, reformation and transformation. Get ready. Renew your mind. Reset your mindset with insights, ideas, and strategies for everyday performance and success in your career and your business. Yes, it's possible. Yes, you can do it. Of course, you can achieve it. It's all in your mind. Ladies and gentlemen, brace yourselves and please receive Muyiwa Afolabi, your practical career success coach. Enjoy.
Hey, good morning, my friends. How are you doing this morning? How was the night? Hope you slept well. This morning, I want to share something with you on what I've titled Building Material. Building Materials. Your building material. Too many people have spoken to me and keep talking to me and others about this year. Many people are so afraid, petrified, and discouraged on the account of the many challenging incidences and developments in our nation. The political scene, the economic conditions, the austerity measure, foreign exchange, global oil prices, terrorism, rumors of massive retrenchment, rising cost of goods and services, inflation, and the likes. To many, this year, as it appears, could be quite stormy. Our journeys through this year appears like sailing through a very stormy and precarious weather, with thunder and lightning and heavy dark clouds and very strong winds threatening to rip apart our sails, push the many waters into our boats and capsize eventually. Very few people are extremely confident they will have a very good year. Very few people, very few business establishments and institutions can chest beat to say the end of this year shall deliver very good tidings for them. The words everywhere are caution, care, preservation, sensitivity, and safety. Very few people want to dare. Very few want to launch out into the deep despite the storms. Very few people still think there's anything good coming out from this year, as it were. They see a very stormy year. They have predictions and speculations they're almost sure will be the unfolding of events. They have prophecies and statistics they want to believe and hold on to by faith. Incidentally, many hardly know prophecies are made to come to pass or otherwise by the receiver. It is not automatic. It doesn't just happen. The receiver could make it come to pass or stop it from coming to pass. The responsibility tied to any prophecy must be carried out by the receiver. If not, it will fail. Prophecies can fail. That's why it is different from fortune telling and soothsaying. Permit me tell you this morning how to bring to pass any good thing prophesied over your life, if you may. Let me share with you how I think you can still birth your sales successfully with great achievements and unprecedented successes at the end of this so-called stormy year. First of all, know this for a fact: the world is not your world. The world is not your world. You see, things may be happening in the world around you, but it doesn't and can't happen in your own world unless and until you permit it. You see, the only thing that can happen to you this year is the one you give the permission to happen, either good or bad. You're hardly a victim of the world or your environment. Most times you're a victim of your private world and your choices. In very terrible and precarious situations, people still succeed and do well, and in very flourishing lands, environments, and seasons, many still fail and die wretched. Succeeding has very little to do with where you are or the season. It has so much to do with who you are. You see, your life is an opportunity to build a dream, to build a vision, and to complete it successfully. Every structure, every building is first built and completed in the mind first, before it is now committed to physical manifestation. Everything you see on earth today was once upon a time just an idea in someone's mind. The company you work for was once upon a time somebody's dream, somebody's idea. It existed first in someone's mind before it became manifest, and you're now employed working in the reality of the idea and dream. The biggest corporations and businesses in the world today was first created in someone's mind. In fact, nations, regions, geographical mappings, states, government, cultures, ethics, laws, economic principles, diplomatic relations, and the world order all first existed as ideas in the mind of one person, then sold to many people, and today millions key into it. This great nation, Nigeria, was once upon a time just an idea, a thought in the mind of someone, subsequently shared and sold by the person to those that mattered and could make it happen. And today, close to 170 million people are identified by the idea. The whole world, everything you see, appreciated, valued, and upheld started as just an idea in one person's mind. Ideas don't just rule, ideas recreate and reshape our world. Your value and relevance in life as a human being is tied to your ability to think and come up with ideas. You are by nature loaded with great treasures in the form of ideas. You are created to dream and designed to bring into reality that which you dream. Your mind is consistently generating treasures in the form of mental building blocks. Every day, these blocks of ideas keep popping up in your mind, fashioned after your design nature and purpose. The essence is for you to build a dream with these blocks in your mind and then translate it to a realistic state in the physical world for the benefit of mankind and for your rewarding. Dear friends, despite the way this year appears, the treasures, the dream, the lovely blocks of ideas in your mind won't stop popping. They'll keep coming up every day. As these blocks of ideas come up, you can choose to build dreams with them or crush them depending on your state of mind and expectations. You see, your mind is like a sailing ship loaded with great treasures of ideas. The fact that there is a storm does not mean the treasures are no longer there. Your interpretation of the storm, however, will determine what you do with these valuable ideas. You can actually choose to still use the ideas or throw the treasure of ideas overboard to lighten your ship so that perhaps it will make you float in the face of the heavy storm. You believe your ideas can sink you if you hold on to them too tightly this stormy year. So you let them go. You throw them all out. Another error is to take in extra baggage and heavy loads like fear, depression, panic, hopelessness, despair, frustration, anxiety, and bad news by focusing on the storm and weather reports. This will inevitably sink you also. What's the way out then? You see, your mind is like a magnetic field that attracts anything you think and meditate on. Whatever you think is what you experience, either good or bad. As a man thinketh, so is he. What you expect is what you experience. Your expectation, either good or bad, will not be cut off. Let me show you something. If you've been pregnant before and you have a baby, did you notice when you were pregnant or your wife was pregnant, it appeared as if the number of pregnant people suddenly increased all around you? Haven't you noticed as a man, the day you decide to buy a particular kind of car, a model and color, it suddenly appears like the number of that kind of car and color suddenly increases on the road all around you? Haven't you noticed also as a woman, the day you decide on a particular kind of hairstyle, either in braids or extensions, you begin to see same on so many ladies around you? Ladies and gentlemen, life will bring into your situation what you think about and expect most of the time. Your mind as a magnet attracts into your life your meditations and expectations, either good or bad. My dear friend, your experience this year is absolutely about what you permit to have a place in your mind. It has nothing to do with the environment and the news. The mental blocks you retain and use to build your mind will determine your result at the end of the year. What you let in, what you retain, or what you reject and refuse in your mind will determine your year. You will eventually exhibit your thought content and manifest your material. Dear friend, this year, what will you be made up of mentally? What will you allow and permit your mind to retain? Set your course, be discerning, have courage, and be confident about your journey. What others expect and experience is not your concern. It is what you expect that you would experience. Do not cast away your confidence. Oh no, you need it. This year can still bring unprecedented success for you. Motivate yourself with positive thoughts and affirmations. Life will then bring you positive opportunities and results. Information forms, information deforms, information reforms, and information can transform you. Be careful what you let into your mind and choose to believe. Your thoughts will determine your experience and acts and bring your result this year. Think right. My name is Muyiwa Afolabi. Thank you so much for listening to me. Please enjoy your day.